Welcome to Red Sox baseball. Well, the Red Sox have already played a game today against the Seattle Mariners, day baseball, and the Red Sox were victorious today, winning 5-3, and it started with their starting pitcher, Josh Beckett, who today was cruising at least through the first 6 innings. He had 7 strikeouts in 6 1/3 today. David Pauly, however, on the other side, the starter for the Mariners, was mowing down the Red Sox until the 6th inning when Adrian Beltre would get this infield hit and would produce the first run of the game for the Red Sox. It would be a big inning for the Red Sox. They'd score 4 times. Daniel Nava driving in 2 with this single, and the Red Sox had a 4-0 lead. Beckett runs into trouble, however, in the 7th inning. 2 home runs off Beckett, including the 2-run shot by Casey Kochman to make it a 1-run game. The Red Sox got an important insurance run in the 8th, and then Jonathan Papelbon came on, and he was able to secure his 32nd save of the year as the Red Sox take game 1. So the rains have gone for now. The Red Sox and Seattle Mariners get ready for the final game of the series. We'll have it for you in a little while. We'll come back with more from Fenway right after this. A damp couple of days in Boston as the Red Sox and Seattle Mariners get ready for the 3rd and final game of the series. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome back inside the broadcast booth. Well, the surprising news tonight that John Lester will not start the 2nd game tonight. Instead, it'll be Tim Wakefield. Here's why. As we take a look at the 2 heading into tonight's action, it'll be Tim Wakefield. John Lester being pushed back to Friday to face the Rays in Tampa Bay due to the fact that Daisuke Matsuzaka is having some lower back pain. In his place, Wakefield will make the start tonight and take the mound as he allowed 4 runs, 3 of them earned in a 6-inning no decision the last time he started, which was July the 20th at Oakland. We welcome in Jerry Remy. And Jerry, tonight the Red Sox in Game 2 of the tall task of going up against Felix Hernandez, one of the game's best.
Well, he is one of the game's best, Don. There's no question about that. And, last year finished second in the Cy Young voting to Zach Greinke. He's having a tremendous year this year, ERA-wise. The record isn't what it should be. Looking at the last 10 starts, though, 3-5 with a 1.67. As you look at the rest of the rankings around the American League, against the Red Sox, he's 3-1 in his career with a 3.17. He is 2-0 at Fenway with a 1.23 ERA. And in 10 losses this year, they scored a total of 10 runs for him. So you can see this guy's one of the top performers in all of baseball. Red Sox offense has got his work cut out for him in Game 2.
No doubt about it. With more, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Don, I have a couple injury updates for you. Hideki Okajima will make another rehab start with Pawtucket tonight after getting roughed up a bit on Sunday. Terry Francona said he is going to fly to Boston tomorrow and be evaluated before the team heads to Tampa tomorrow. As for Mike Cameron, he is going to have surgery on Friday at Massachusetts General Hospital. Dr. Berger and Dr. Gill will perform the operation. He is not expected to rejoin the team on this road trip. This Red Sox injury report is brought to you by Fallon Community Health Plan. Contact your broker or visit fchp.org. Don?
Thanks, Heidi. It'll be Tim Wakefield. He's on the mound when we come back to Fenway Park for Game 2 right after this. Subaru dealers, Dunkin' Donuts, your New England Ford dealers, Taco Bell, your New England Kia dealers, and by Bermuda Tourism. Well, right now kind of misting at Fenway Park, but better conditions right now than what we had during the day. Red Sox and Seattle Mariners getting ready as Tim Wakefield getting the spot start here tonight in place of John Lester. His 27th appearance overall, his 17th start of the year, 3-9 with a 5.29 earned run average. The opponent's hitting at .264 against him in his last 6 appearances, all out of the pen. 0-1 with a 2.45 ERA. He's ready to work, and the first pitch is in there for strike one. We're underway to Ichiro Suzuki to start the night portion of the day-night doubleheader from Fenway, as Ichiro takes a ball inside. Ichiro had an infield hit in the first game, was 1 for 4 today. It's at .310 now, with 5 home runs and 34 runs batted in. The career .331 hitter, hitting at .310 this year and riding an 8-game hitting streak. Takes the 2-1 for strike 2. And it's 2-2 to Ichiro.
That was the Wakefield fastball at 74 miles an hour.
Back to Wakefield, who fields his position very well, but throws it away. And to the photographer as well, Ichiro will be given second base. Able to make the play, gloving it at the base of the hill, but then threw it away.
He had no problem making the play on contact. Just when he gripped the baseball, it just sailed on him, took off. And Ichiro ends up on second base. There's the play to Wakefield cleanly in his glove, but the throw just goes awry. Up over the head of Victor Martinez. And Suzuki to second base.
So the two-base error has Ichiro at second to get it started. Sean Figgins shows bunt as that one flutters up and away. Sean Figgins was hit by a pitch today, reaching base, but struck out twice in the first game. He hits a .250 for the home run and 30 runs batted in. They're in at the corners as he swings away this time. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and a strike to Figgins. It's still misting here and a little bit on the breezy side, so kind of a driving mist. And certainly the conditions unplayable here last night at Fenway Park, leading to this game tonight. Fans that were postponed last night here tonight for the second straight night after the day game today. 1-1 is bunted back towards Wakefield. Slips a little bit, fires to first for the out. Victor had to do a little fancy footwork to find the bag, it appeared. He was not quite yet at the bag. Figgins with a sacrifice that gets Ichiro to third base.
Well, the Mariners playing for a run early in this ball game because they've got one of the best pitchers in the game going in Felix Hernandez tonight. Wakefield, a little bit of a slip on the throw to first base, but the throw is good and they do get the out.
So one down and Ichiro at third base. Russell Branyan standing in, the DH, who in game one got his 20th home run of the year. Solo shot off Josh Beckett today. One of two home runs. Beckett surrendered in the seventh inning. Casey Kochman also had a two-run shot, but Beckett comes away with the win. 6 1/3, 3 runs all coming in that seventh inning. He had a 27-minute wait before the seventh, and it did appear that it was a problem, as it was prior to that he really had been cruising in a very good outing up until that point. But the 3 runs had happened quickly. A solo shot, a 2-run shot, and that was the end of the day for Beckett, but gets the win, his 4th of the year. As Branyan fouls it off, and it's 2-1. And if you're just joining us now, maybe looking for John Lester. John Lester being pushed back to Friday night. First game of the series against the Rays in Tampa due to Daisuke Matsuzaka having some lower back pain. So it's Tim Wakefield who gets the spot start. And for Tim, the first time that he has started a game since July the 20th. His 2-1 is outside.
And that's the question. How long can he go in this ball game for Terry Francona? As we mentioned, the Red Sox with an off day tomorrow. So all of the bullpen can be used in this game tonight.
Branyan grounds into first base. Martinez thought about coming home, but he'll just tag the bag at first. And Ichiro will score as the Seattle Mariners take a 1-0 lead. Now here are the Seattle Mariners starting 9. Ichiro in right field with Sean Figgins at second base. Russell Branyan is the DH. Jose Lopez at third base with Franklin Gutierrez in center. Casey Kochman's at first. Adam Moore does the catching. Nat Tuiasosopo is in left field. And Josh Wilson is at shortstop batting ninth. So 2 down, a run in for the Mariners. As Jose Lopez batting in the cleanup spot. Takes ball 1. He hits it just .239. And drives one to deep left field. Back towards the monster seats, and it's high off the wall. The ricochet played by Nava, who guns it back in, but into second base with a double goes Lopez, who nearly hit it out of the yard.
Now, Lopez has very good numbers against Wakefield. .375 in his career with a couple of home runs, and just missed a home run here. right at the top of that left field wall, bounces down, and by the time Nava gets it back in, it's going to be the double. The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Verizon Wireless. It'll be Adrian Beltre at third base, Marco Scutero the shortstop, Jed Lowry at second, Victor Martinez at first, Nava, Kalish, and Drew in the outfield, and Cash catching.
Franklin Gutierrez, the recipient of strike one, center fielder for Seattle. Gutierrez playing both ends of the day-night doubleheader. It was 0 for 4 in the day portion today. Hits it on the ground towards shortstop. Scudero's got it. And that'll end the inning. But it is the Mariners who strike first, leading 1-0 with the Red Sox coming up. Start on top 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Felix Hernandez on the mound tonight. His 28th appearance, 9-10. Don't let the record fool you. Just a 2.51 earned run average. Second in the American League, only behind Clay Buchholz. His last outing, a victory against the New York Yankees. 8 shutout innings where he struck out 11 batters. Marco Scutero leading it off and sending one foul off to the right. 1-1. 276, 7 homers, 44 runs batted in. He had a 2-hit day here this afternoon. A double and a single. And the pitch in there for strike 2, 1-2. He dropped the Louis Tion on him there a little bit, turning his back to the batter. Comes at all different angles at you, does Felix Hernandez. His 28th start of the year. Scutero, a late cut defensive swing, and it hangs at 1-2. 24 years of age. Seems like he's been around a while. Making his AL leading 28th start of the year here at Fenway Park. He is 2-0 with a nifty 1.23 earned run average. Scutero sends one out towards second base. Changed direction on Figgins, and he stays with it and throws out Scutero. Let's check out the Red Sox starting 9. It's brought to you by New England Chevy dealers. Marco Scutero at shortstop. J.D. Drew in right field. Victor Martinez, who caught the day game, is at first base tonight. David Ortiz at DH with Adrian Beltre at third base. Daniel Nava in left. Jed Lowry gets a start at second base. Ryan Kalish in center. And Kevin Cash catches the night game. He bats ninth. One out for J.D. Drew. He was part of a key matchup. Brought to you by New England Acura dealers. Good numbers for him against Felix. Home run, 8 for 20, 400. Drew with 258 with 16 homers and 58 runs batted in. And JD playing the day game today was 0 for 4 in the game. On the ground, a deep short, backhanded by Wilson. The long throw is dug out at first base by Kochman on a nice defensive play. And Drew is retired for the second out of the first inning.
Yeah, nice play on both ends. First of all, Josh Wilson going to the backhand and throwing a wet baseball to first base. And you can see the pick over here at first base by Casey Kochman. So nice at both ends. The shortstop and the first baseman combining to record the out on J.D. Drew.
Two down here in the first inning, and it brings up Victor Martinez. Victor today 1 for 4, had a single in the 6th inning of game 1. Average at 281 on the year. Popped up, foul ground. Racing is Lopez and Wilson. Lopez will make the catch in front of the stands. It ends the inning. It's a 10-pitch, 1-2-3 inning, a 1-0 Mariners lead. Top half of the second inning, Mariners on top 1-0 as they get a run in the first inning. Casey Kochman leading it off here in the second inning as he takes a pitch inside. It's 1-1. Kochman had a 2-run home run in the first game, now 9 home runs. Remember the Seattle Mariners. 47 runs batted in and a 225 average. Had a 2-run shot off Josh Beckett in the 7th inning of game 1 today. Of course, traded from the Red Sox to Seattle for Bill Hall during the offseason. Hall played the first game today, has the nightcap off. On the ground to shortstop, Marco Scudero around the bag at second, fires to first for the first out of the second inning. And Tim Wakefield needs one win to pass Dennis Eckersley as the oldest pitcher in club history to record a win. Of course, Wake right now 44 years of age. Felix Hernandez has a 1.66 earned run average in his last 7 starts on the road. However, in those 7 starts, he has a record of 3-4. And today marks the 65th day-night doubleheader in Red Sox history. Their win today gives them a chance to record their 22nd sweep in a day-night doubleheader. In case you're just joining us for the first time tonight, Red Sox winning today 5-3 with Josh Beckett getting the win, David Pauly the loss, and Papelbon getting his 32nd save. Adam Moore grounds one to Scudero at short, and there's 2 down in the inning. Just 2 pitches ago, the catch of the day. Wow, nice stab. That was the D'Angelo's Lobster Nation catch of the day. Find your best catch of the day at D'Angelo. Their famous lobster lineup is back and loaded with 100% real lobster. Try the lobster roll, the baked stuffed lobster, or the lobster sandwich. Come on, you deserve D'Angelo.
You actually saved that lady's life, I think, by reaching across and taking that line drive away from her face.
I think he brought the glove.
Yep.
Renault is in there for a strike.
One more look. Look where this ball's going to go. Oof. And he's able to pick it right before it hits her.
Tuiasa Sopo batting here for the Seattle Mariners with 2 outs. They to start at third base in the first game of the series. In there tonight in left field. 3 homers, 9 runs batted in. Swing and a miss. Wakefield gets his first K. It's a 1-2-3 second. It's 1-0 Seattle. Nice lady had made your office for you and sent it to the booth.
Yes, and we do have it here, too. We just received it a couple of days ago. But she made it. You know how you have your office at your place? Well, she made this office and spent an awful lot of time on it. Chair, computer, desk. The drawers actually come out of the desk. It's got Nesson.com on the computer, and it has a picture of you, Don.
I was just going to say, the only unrealistic part about the entire thing is that you would have a picture of me in your office.
There's a picture of Don right in my office, because there's none of mine in his office.
I knew that was coming.
A couple of nice pictures on the wall, but a lot of work she put into that.
I mean, the detail is unbelievable.
It is. It's amazing. And if you look out my window, you see a picture of Fenway Park.
And if you look at your laptop, Nesson.com is on it right now.
Right, exactly.
It's incredible.
Some bills on my desk.
So now you have your very own office. As Ortiz grounds this one, the shift is on. It is Lopez at third baseman. Throws out David at first base for the first out here of the second inning. Well, you can now win with a walk. Get the Goal Getter free iPhone pedometer app from Blue Cross Blue Shield of Massachusetts at bluecrossma.com/goalgetter. One out here in the second inning, and Adrian Beltre coming up. Beltre hitting at .325, 23 homers. 87 runs batted in as he carves it foul.
So you're surprised then that I have a picture of you in my office?
Shocked and find it unrealistic, to be quite honest.
And this office is almost as big as your office.
It is. Yeah, it's about the same size, minus the chair.
A lot neater.
Yeah, oh, no doubt.
But like you thank her for that, and she put an awful lot of time and work into that. There's no question.
Very, very nice.
So there is the office. Look, see, it's got everything.
In there for strike 3 to Adrian Beltre. First strikeout victim for Hernandez, and Beltre does not think so. It's back at Dan Bellino, the home plate umpire, 2 down.
Looks like it might have been a changeup this time from Hernandez at about 90 miles an hour, dipping down. He thought it was out of the strike zone, but it looks like a pretty good pitch.
Beltre had the pleasure of playing behind Felix Hernandez in Seattle. Now has to face him on the other side. 2 down here in the second inning for Daniel Nava. Another 270. The home run, 19 runs batted in. He was 1 for 3 today, had a 2-run single in the 6th inning. Part of a big 4-run 6th inning today for the Red Sox against David Pauley. That one's in there for strike 2, 1-2. More of the pronounced spin around there for Hernandez in that last delivery.
He's got such good stuff. The live fastball, breaking ball, changeup.
In there for strike 3. Makes quick work of the Sox in the second. 2 strikeouts. 1-0 Seattle. Back at Fenway Park, Adrian Beltre was not happy with striking out in the second inning, and he was saying something from his position as he took the field of the home plate umpire, Dan Bellino. Tried to make his way in to talk to Bellino. Was intercepted by Angel Hernandez and in between innings here. And I'm not sure if he was ejected or not, but he was definitely trying to get at the umpire, and he was ejected from this game. Home plate umpire Dan Bellino does eject him. Joe West is the crew chief of this crew. And now Terry Francona talking with the home plate umpire at the moment.
Now that was very strange because Beltre was heading out toward his position. And I don't know if the umpire said something to him or he said something to the umpire, but all of a sudden there's people trying to keep Beltre away from the home plate umpire.
Yeah, Francona's been ejected. Didn't like whatever answer he got from Dan Bellino. They were talking very civilly for quite a while. And now Angel Hernandez gets in the way.
Bellino is one of those umpires that's called up to fill in. And nobody seems to know what the heck is going on here, except that Francona's trying to get at Bellino, and Angel Hernandez will not let him.
And Terry wants to know why he can't talk to him. You can see several times, and of course his veteran umpiring crew not letting him get near the young umpires. He has been ejected.
Now, the pitch in question was the strikeout call against Adrian Beltre. It was a changeup, I believe, from Felix Hernandez. See the count 0-2 rather. He thought that pitch was low and didn't like the call at all. Now, according to Amiga, it's a strike, but when Beltre looked back, it didn't look good at all. And there's Beltre coming in. I don't know if the umpire said something to Beltre or not, but he was out of his position.
I wonder if he had been ejected at that point from his position.
He might have been.
Coming in.
He might have said something and was ejected, because I didn't see an ejection sign after that, so it had to be before that.
For him to become running in like that, you have to figure that he was ejected at that point and then reacted. And, of course, it gave time for Kevin Cash to get in the way, too. Cash came right out to intercept him on his way in. So 2 ejections. Adrian Beltre is gone. Terry Francona, the manager, is gone. As Yamaiko Navarro will take over at third base. So the second game not starting well for the Red Sox. They trail 1-0 to Felix Hernandez. They've lost Adrian Beltre's services for the remainder of the night. The manager has been ejected. And we move along to the top of the third. Josh Wilson takes strike 1 from Tim Wakefield. Wakefield had a 1-2-3 second inning, 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Wilson sends this to left down the line, and it will land in fair ground. One hop the wall, Nava to play it, back by the 3:10 marker. And into second base with a leadoff double goes Josh Wilson to begin things here in the third inning for Seattle.
Now Josh Wilson is now 4 for 10 in his career against Tim Wakefield, as he gets the knuckleball a little bit flat that time from Wakefield and takes it right down that left field line. Bounces up against the 310 and the leadoff double here in the third inning.
So Wilson at second. Ichiro getting his second look at Tim Wakefield. Reached on the 2-base error committed by Wakefield in the first inning, which led to a run. And a grounder back to Wakefield that he fielded cleanly enough, but then fired it away by Victor Martinez, the first baseman, and Ichiro took second. He would score on the ground out by Russell Branyan. Now Ichiro lines it, knocked down by Martinez. Ichiro will reach, as taking third is Wilson. And Victor is slow to get up as he went diving to knock that down.
Now what a heck of an effort at first base by Victor Martinez, diving to his right, trying to take that line drive away from Ichiro. Ichiro trying to pull the ball with the man at second base. And a nice effort there by Martinez. He cannot come up with it. Ichiro has the base hit, and Wilson goes to third.
So they're at the corners with nobody out. And here's Sean Figgins. Figgins pops it up in the infield. Victor Martinez calling. Now backpedaling. And able to make the catch, and what an adventure that was. In his old base business to get the job done.
It was not pretty. It was not pretty, but it was efficient. Calling for it early. He's got a backpedal, and wow. Just barely making the catch.
First and third. 1 out. Russell Branyan coming up. Grounded out to first to produce a run, his 46th RBI of the year. And a swing and a foul. Wakefield has not started since July the 20th. Out there tonight for the Red Sox to spot start. Gave up a run in the first. It was unearned. Mariners threatening in the third. First and third with one out. And it misses outside, 1-1.
Marlo Hale taking over as manager as Terry Francona has been tossed out of the ball game.
Grounded foul over by the Red Sox dugout, 1-2. Manning with a solo home run in the 7th inning of game 1 off Josh Beckett today to pick up his 20th home run of the year. That's with Wilson at third base, Ichiro at first base, and one out. Bluff to third, a look to first, doesn't throw to either locale.
31 steals at first base for Ichiro.
Chop foul into the Red Sox dugout. For every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings where the Red Sox get a save, CVS Pharmacy will donate $500 to the Children's Hospital Boston. CVS Pharmacy is the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. Brannian takes the 1-2 down and in. And it's 2-2. And now Lopez on deck, one out in the third. Swing and a miss as Brannian strikes out. Second K for Wakefield. Needed that, and there's two down in the inning.
Wes Brannian, a guy that does strike out quite a bit, gets the knuckleball here from Wakefield. That knuckleball goes away from Brannian. A big strikeout with the first and third situation.
So two down, and here's Jose Lopez, who doubled in the first inning. With 3 hits off Tim Wakefield so far, as that one drops in there for strike one. Lopez hitting the cleanup spot despite hitting at just .239. 7 homers and 46 runs batted in. Mentioned it's a Seattle Mariners team that collectively hits at .237, the lowest mark in the majors. Ball and a strike to Jose Lopez. Wilson at third. Ichiro across the diamond at first with 2 outs here in the third inning. There goes Ichiro. Swing and a miss. No throw from Cash. As Ichiro steals second base and gets into scoring position with 2 down. The league leaders are brought to you by Olympia Sports, the official sporting goods retailer of the New England Sports Network. As you mentioned, the batting average, the Mariners at .236. Indians are next at .246 in the back end of that category. There's a ground ball back up the middle into center field to score Wilson. Here comes Ichiro. 2 runs in now for the Mariners, who add to their total on top 3-0. A big 2-out, 2-run single for Jose Lopez back up the middle, his second hit of the game. And it is 3-0 Mariners.
Well, we mentioned last time that Lopez hits Wakefield very well, and here it is again. Ground ball right back up the middle. After Ichiro stole second base, he has no problem scoring. So a 3-0 deficit for the Red Sox early.
A swing and a miss for Franklin Gutierrez. Grounded out to shortstop in the first inning. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. The first two batters of the inning reaching on hits. Wilson a double, Ichiro a single. They both score. And the 2-out base hit by Jose Lopez. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. Gutierrez grounds it to shortstop. Marco Scudero will go to first with the throw, and it's in plenty of time to get Gutierrez. 2 runs in for the Mariners in the inning. They lead at 3-0 after 2.5. Last half of the third inning back at Fenway Park. The Mariners have a 3-0 advantage. They get a run in the first, 2 in the third. And the Red Sox trying to get to Felix Hernandez here in the third. Jed Lowry. It's a high fly ball to deep center field. Franklin Gutierrez is back onto the track to make the catch for the first out of the inning. Well, tonight is the 99 restaurant night at Fenway Park, honoring the 99th partnership with the Pine Street Inn and the Boys and Girls Club with over 200 people in attendance. Earlier tonight, Heidi had a chance to catch up with a special guest from the 99 restaurant.
Thank you, Don. I'm joined by John Grady, president of the 99 Restaurants. First of all, what are you guys doing here at Fenway tonight?
Well, Heidi, first of all, it's great to be back. This is our 8th annual 99 night, and we've been business partners with the Red Sox for 8 years, and it's been a great partnership, and tonight is 99 night.
All right, you guys have a promotion where if the Red Sox win, then kids get to eat free, correct?
That's right. Red Sox win the next day, kids eat free, and that's been a great success, especially in this economy, giving the families a chance to go out and have a nice meal at the 99.
An even better reason to cheer for your Red Sox. Not that we already aren't anyway. What are some of the cool things happening at 99 Restaurants right now?
Well, we're in the middle of a promotion. We've been doing a big promotion with 9 items for $9.99, and we've been really trying to give our guests a good value to come out to the dinner. And it's real great meals, great meal, great deal, and we refresh that every so often, so we're in the middle of a new menu promotion right now.
That's great. So $9.99 you can eat and bring your kids for free after the Red Sox win tonight. Thank you for joining us, John Grady.
Okay, thank you.
Back to you, Don.
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. Been a great partnership with the Red Sox and the 99 restaurant for a long time, and they've done a lot for the community, no doubt. This one is driven to left and is going to grab some of the wall. Ryan Kalish is thinking, too, he's got to hurry up, and he gets there to second base with a one-out double. First hit of the night for the Red Sox off Hernandez, and it's a wall ball double for Ryan Kalish.
And Kalish had been struggling quite a bit, and this is a good way to get out of a slump. Take the fastball to the opposite field and take advantage of that left field wall. Tuiasa Sopo playing it off the wall and throw to second base. Not quite in time as Kalish has the double.
Kalish safe at second, safe and secure, New York Life. One out, Ryan Kalish is at second base. Kevin Cash, the batter, who takes strike one. Just to finish up the thought on the 99 restaurant, they've given out 200 tickets tonight, including 99 to kids from various boys and girls clubs to attend tonight's game. And 100 of their guests are sitting in the Green Monster seats from the Pine Street Inn raffle. They have done so much in the community for the boys and girls clubs and will continue to do so. So we congratulate them and thank them. The 99 restaurant. One out, Kalish at second. And a pitch in the dirt smothered by Moore. No advance for Kalish at second base. Kevin Cash starting the night game. Victor Martinez caught the day game. Cash at 148 this year for the Red Sox offensively. No homers, no runs batted in. It's just inside. It's 2-2.
That was the curveball that time from Felix Hernandez. He features both the slider and the curveball, and this one didn't miss by very much. Maybe a little bit inside.
That's the girlfriend. I see you drinking.
Cash hits it on the ground to shortstop. Wilson with a bobble. Still fires to first, and it's on the late side. I think he was thinking about going to third with Kalish running in front of him and thinking too much as he can't come up with it.
Yeah, definitely he was thinking of going to third base with this throw. Kalish almost makes a base running blunder. But in this rush to go to third base, Wilson never had control of the baseball. Then he tries to go to first base to get Cash, and that's going to be too late.
So an error charge to Josh Wilson, the shortstop, and it's first and third with one out. Marco Scudero getting his second look at Felix Hernandez. Grounded out to second base in the first inning. As he takes strike one. Scudero had 2 hits in the day portion of the day-night doubleheader, double and a single earlier today. So a 2-for-5 day combined between today and tonight. Throws it foul and is down 0-2. J.D. Drew waiting on deck. One out here in the third. Red Sox trying to answer a pair of runs put up on the board in the third inning by the Mariners. 3 in all. As Hernandez backs off and Scudero backs out. One ball, 2 strikes to Scudero. So far, only 1 hit for the Red Sox off Felix Hernandez, the double by Kalish, with 1 out here in the third inning. Now stands at third base with Kevin Cash at first. Two and two. Felix Hernandez made his major league debut August of 2005. As this one skips in, gets by Moore. From third comes Kalish. Red Sox get their first run of the night. Wild pitch uncorked by Felix Hernandez. And the Red Sox are on the board.
Well, Hernandez trying to break off that slide. It goes directly down in the dirt and gets by the catcher Adam Moore. The Red Sox pick up their first run.
Now an error charge to the shortstop Wilson in this inning. Now a wild pitch and a run for the Red Sox. And on the wild pitch, Kevin Cash moved to second base. 3-2 to Marco Scutaro. On the ground, short again. Wilson with a bobble again, and Scutaro reaches. An inning that Josh Wilson would like to forget. It is not over yet. Another error charge for the shortstop.
Yeah, and again, going up the middle, not that far that he have to range to his left. He's in position to make the play, but it bounces up and hits him in the belt buckle. Rolls right up the arm. Sometimes you get out there and things like that happen, you say, please don't hit this next one to me.
Mariners are 10th defensively in club fielding. Those 2 errors now, 88 errors on the season for the Mariners as a team. Hold an opportunity here for the Red Sox. First and third and 1 out. JD Drew the batter. And it's strike 1 from Hernandez. Drew grounded out to the shortstop, Josh Wilson, in the first inning. Cash at third. Scutaro at first and 1 out. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Changeup that time from Hernandez. His fastball is about 95, 96, and the changeup at about 90.
Hernandez made his major league debut back in August of 05. The youngest major league pitcher since Jose Rijo. He was 19 years old. He made his major league debut. Hernandez, this one fouled off. Hangs at 1-2. His career pitching numbers already 165 games started, 67 victories in the majors. He was an all-star for the first time in 09. And that was only 23 years of age. Very high, and it's 2-2.
As I mentioned in the open, last year he finished second in the Cy Young Award voting to Zach Greinke.
Won his last game against New York, 8 shutout innings against the Yankees. Drew lofts the 2-2 foul off to the left and out of play. What could be better than winning a pair of green Monster tickets? How about throwing out a ceremonial first pitch? Pick up the Sunday Boston Globe this Sunday, August 29th, to find out how you could win one of these 2 great prizes. Drew on a check swing, goes around, according to home plate umpire Dan Bellino. Third strikeout for Hernandez, 2 outs in the inning.
Molino making this call on his own. It's a curveball that time and did not ask for help. He made that call all by himself. I think JD did go around, did break the wrist.
So 2 outs here in the third inning. And it brings up Victor Martinez. Victor fouling out to the third baseman Jose Lopez in the first inning. On the ground, Safu to first. Kochman's got it. He'll take it to the bag himself to retire the side. Red Sox get on the board with a run. The Mariners have a 3-1 lead at the end of 3. Top half of the fourth inning, 3-1. The Mariners on top. Now hitting the Red Sox 4-1. 6, 7, and 8 for Seattle featured here in the fourth inning. And a ground ball foul off the bat of Casey Kochman. Kochman grounded out to shortstop in the second inning. 0 for 1 against Tim Wakefield tonight. Pop-up foul back and out of play. Wakefield surrendering a run in the first and 2 in the third inning. Chopped up over the mound, slowly hit out towards Lowry on the run, and in time. Nice play by Lowry. Let's check in with Heidi.
Well, Don, Seattle has made some changes in the last couple of weeks, firing manager Don Wakamatsu and having Darren Brown take over on an interim basis. Now, I talked to a former Sox pitcher, David Aardsma, and current Mariners closer about the situation. I asked him if Wakamatsu had lost the clubhouse and about the changes in general.
I don't want to say he lost the team. Skirmish isn't really always that bad. Sometimes it, pumps the team up a little bit. Unfortunately, we weren't playing well enough to keep him around. If we were winning more, we were playing better, he would still be around coaching, but it's definitely our fault. It's on us.
The Mariners have gone 7-7 under Brown. They did win their first 2 games with him at the helm. Aardsma told me the toughest thing for him has been adjusting to the new pitching coach. Rick Adair was also let go with Wakamatsu, and Carl Willis has taken over. Aardsma said that Willis is doing a great job. It's just hard to make that adjustment with a new coach midseason. Don?
Thanks very much, Heidi. Yeah, everything kind of changes on the fly, especially for the pitching staff, so relying on the pitching coach, I think that'd be very difficult. Carl Willis certainly has plenty of major league experience. He was on Eric Wedge's staff for a long time with the Cleveland Indians. And on the losing side of the ALCS here in 07. Back to Wakefield. Throws to first for the out. And Adam Moore is retired 2 down in the fourth inning. I want to remind you to enter to win VIP tickets and pit passes for you and 3 friends in the Chase Down to Sylvania 300 Pit Pass Sweepstakes. Visit NESN.com to read the official rules and enter to win by tomorrow's deadline, so you're running out of time. 2 outs here in the fourth inning. At Tuiasa Sopo with a swing and a miss. Struck out in the second inning. 1 of 2 Ks for Tim Wakefield. Chopped up the middle and out of the reach of Marco Scudero, who swung over towards third base and unable to get to that. It's a base hit for Tuiasa Sopo and comes with 2 outs here in the fourth inning.
Well, first time, obviously, that Tuiasa Sopo has faced Wakefield. He struck out back in the first at bat, but this time gets that top spin ground ball up the middle for the base hit.
So a 2-out base runner for Seattle, and Josh Wilson, the batter, having a tough night defensively. He's already committed 2 errors. He's had a good night offensively. He doubled and scored in the third inning. Taps it foul, 1-1. Mariners coming into tonight's action now 49-77 with a loss today. They've lost 4 straight games now. And really have had a tough time on the road. They're 20-45 away from Safeco Field as they check on Tuiasa Sopo at first base, but he's back to the bag.
Pickoff attempt at first base by Kevin Carr. Not quite in time as Tuiasa Sopo gets back. Kevin Cash likes to make pickoff attempts.
Cash activated yesterday from the DL. Placed in the DL originally with a left hamstring strain. Here's a fly ball to left field. Daniel Nava looking up into the mist. Makes the catch. It ends the top of the fourth inning. 3.5 done. It's 3-1 Seattle. Bottom of the fourth inning, and David Ortiz skies one to deep left. Tuiasa Suku is back to the base of the track to make the catch as it stays in the yard. And Ortiz is retired on one pitch to begin the bottom of the fourth inning.
Anytime the ball goes up to left field at Fenway Park, pitchers get very concerned as Hernandez turns around, then realizes it's going to fall short of the wall, and he likes that.
David, not so much. One out here in the fourth inning. And Michael Navarro in his first at bat since Adrian Beltre was ejected from the game. Navarro 1 for 6 in the major leagues. Apparently, Adrian saying something to home plate umpire Dan Bellino as he took his position at third base after striking out in the second inning. At least it was enough in Bellino's eyes to chase him from the game.
You don't generally see that. You know,
No.
a player's in his position, he may say something to the umpire, but it's so far away, it very rarely causes an ejection.
Beltre ejected soon after that. His manager Terry Francona ejected from the game. So the Red Sox now without their starting third baseman and manager as we play here in the last half of the fourth inning. Back to Hernandez, who spears it and tosses to first for the out. 2 down here in the fourth inning, and it's time for a game break with Tom Caron. TC? Okay, Tom, thanks very much. Well, today the Tampa Bay Rays have already lost. They played day baseball in Los Angeles, and the Angels winning there 12-3.
Did you see where that pitch was to Vernon Wells?
I did not.
It looked like it was almost over his head.
Two outs here in the fourth inning, 4 in a row. Retired by Hernandez. Nava getting his second look. He went looking in the second inning as he takes strike one, 1-1. Boston with one hit. Ryan Kalish with a double in the third inning. In there for strike 2, 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Two-twos, tap foul. Well, the second season of Pocket Money presented by Ace Ticket returns with more money, more Fitzy, and more man love for Tom Brady. Catch the premiere on September the 3rd. You can test your knowledge now at NESN.com/pocketmoney.
What is the part about man love?
I don't know. 2-2 is up high, ball 3. I just read them. You may not know this, but I don't write them.
I don't quite get them either. Some of them. Does Fitzy have a crush on Tom Brady?
Apparently. This is down the left field line. Back into the seats and out of play. Jed Lowry waits on deck. 2 outs here in the fourth inning. Swing and a miss. Gets it by him at 94. 4th strikeout for Hernandez. 3-1 Mariners at the end of 4. Top half of the fifth inning and the top of the Mariners order. Ichiro Suzuki leading it off. And grounding one off the side of the mound. Kicks out towards Lowry, and off balance throw, and a nice play. Just have to hurry up with Ichiro as quickly as he gets out of the box, and Lowry did a nice job, one down.
Yeah, there's no time to waste when you have Ichiro going down the line, and a nice flip to first base on the back of the backhanded play by Jed Lowry.
One down here in the fifth inning. Sean Figgins coming up. The former Angel had a sacrifice bunt in the first inning, popped out to the first baseman in the third. And takes strike one. Little number out in front of the plate. Cashes out quickly, clears the runner, and fires to first for out number 2. 2-3 on the put out, 2 down. Overstock.com presents the ultimate Red Sox experience, which includes turning the scoreboard during the Red Sox-Yankees game on October the 2nd. Go to Overstock.com for details. Two down here in the fifth inning, and Russell Branyan coming up. Branyan has grounded out and struck out. 2 at-bats against Tim Wakefield. Red Sox baseball in Nesson is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. Branyan with a swing and a miss on a 1-1 pitch. It's 1-2.
It's like Wakefield took a little something off the knuckleball that time, a little slower.
Darts down low, 2-2. He's got 2 strikeouts so far tonight. One of them is Russell Branyan. The other, Matt Tuiasosupu. Branyan straightens this out into the gap in right center field. It'll get down and roll to the track of the wall as Branyan scampers to second base with a 2-out double. His first hit of the night and the 6th hit for the Seattle Mariners.
And it keeps Wakefield away from a 1-2-3 inning, and now he has to face Lopez, who he has all kind of problems with. Big uppercut swing from Russell Branyan, finds that gap in right center field, runs it all the way to the Red Sox bullpen and gets stuck underneath the padding.
So a 2-out double for Branyan, and here is Lopez, who has 2 hits, a double, a single, and he's driven in 2 runs already. And flutters up and away. Wakefield falling behind 2-0. Cash headed out to talk to Wakefield as there is action. Tim Wakefield's not made a start since July 20th, so it's been over a month. And wonder about his pitch count coming into this spot start. He's at 74 pitches right now, and seeing our first action of the night in the Boston pen. That's in there for strike 1. 2-1. Wakefield not giving in on the fastball count. Went with the knuckleball, and it's 2-1. In the air to shallow left center. Kalish making his way in. Makes the catch that ends the inning. The Mariners leave a runner in scoring position. Halfway through this one, Seattle on top 3-1. Bottom of the fifth inning back at Fenway Park as Jed Lowry leads it off and takes a pitch outside, ball one. Felix Hernandez working here into the fifth inning. 63rd pitch of his outing as Lowry fouling it back. Red Sox baseball on Nesson is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank. For each Red Sox win this month, the Eastern Bank Charitable Foundation will donate $500 to the Boys and Girls Clubs of Lynn and Greater Salem. 1-1 is in there for strike two. Lowry with a look back of amazement. 1-2.
Yeah, I didn't like the call on the curveball here from Hernandez. Ball apparently a little bit high.
Lowry in his first attempt against Felix Hernandez flied out to the warning track in center field. Red Sox still with just one hit against Hernandez. Double by Ryan Kalish in the third inning. That has been it. 1-2 is right at Figgins at second base. Throws out Lowry, one down here in the fifth. The monster seats at Fenway Park are maybe the best seats in baseball, and now you have a chance of winning monster seats with Monster Money. It's the Red Sox instant game from the Mass State Lottery, and there are instant prizes up to $3 million as well. Visit masslottery.com now. One out here in the fifth, 6 in a row retired by Hernandez. The only guy that has a base hit tonight is Ryan Kalish. Red Sox scoring a run on a wild pitch. One corked by Hernandez. Also 2 errors committed in that third inning. And Josh Wilson, the shortstop for the Mariners. That is unearned. This one is tap foul. Speaking of earned run average, Felix Hernandez second only to Clay Buchholz coming into tonight's action. Clay with a 2.26 ERA. Felix with a 2.51 earned run average, second in the American League. The major league leader is Roy Halladay at 2.16 for the Philadelphia Phillies. And again, coming in with an individual record under 500, in no way indicative of the way he's pitched. He's 9-10. As you get a look at why, here is strike 3. Fifth strikeout for Hernandez. Continues to deal 2 down here in the fifth.
Once again, the slider from Hernandez to pick up the strikeout. He's got a couple of strikeouts tonight on the slider.
Two down here in the fifth inning. Kevin Cash coming up. He reached on one of the 2 errors committed by Josh Wilson, the shortstop for the Mariners. Was fouled off to the right and out of play. In there for strike 2, and it's quickly 0-2. And last time out against New York, the 8 shutout innings for Hernandez. This one is grounded hard but foul. There's a 2.56 earned run average on the road, which ranks 3rd in the American League. Last year, he had an earned run average away from Safeco Field that was under 2. Finished the year with a 1.99 ERA. Swing and a miss. Strikes out Kevin Cash. Sox are down in order through 5. It's 3-1 Seattle. Sixth inning back at Fenway. Mariners on top 3-1. Tim Wakefield back on the mound. That is pitch number 77 of his outing. Frankie Gutierrez, Casey Kochman, and Adam Moore. The trio in the inning for Seattle. As Gutierrez takes a pitch outside, 1-1. He has done the same thing twice. It's ground out to the shortstop. Both times Marco Scudero up to the task. The pitching line is brought to you by Ace Ticket. Tim Wakefield in the spot start, about to throw his 80th pitch. 5+ innings, 3 runs, 2 of them earned. No walks and 2 strikeouts. Which is on the outside corner, 2-2.
He's the only guy in the bullpen right now that could give you that many pitches. Scott Atkinson loosening up for the second time tonight.
Fly ball hit out towards left center field. Kalish makes his way over and under and puts it away for out number 1 of the 6th inning. There's way more to Uno than you think. Their new menu is packed with comfort food like lobster mac and cheese or short ribs of beef. Great new taste, and 95 of them aren't deep dish. Uno, way deeper than pizza. 1 out here in the 6th inning, and Casey Kochman, the batter. Unless you're just joining us tonight and wondering where John Lester is. Prior to the ball game tonight between games 1 and 2, John Lester being pushed back to Friday night to face the Rays in game 1 of that 3-game series against Tampa due to Daisuke Matsuzaka having some lower back pain. So it is Wakefield who gets the start tonight in the night game of the day-night doubleheader. Josh Beckett was a winner today in game 1 and is now 4-3. Papelbon got the save, his 32nd of the year. 0-2 is a fair ball down the right field line. It'll kick off the boxes as Drew over to play it. Kochman's over to second base with a 1-out double. His first hit of the night.
Now Kochman just reaching out on the knuckleball here, almost a one-handed swing down that first base line. No interference by the fans down in the corner, and J.D. Drew gets it back into second base, but Kochman now in scoring position.
One out, Kochman at second base for Adam Moore, who is 0 for 2 tonight against Tim Wakefield. Moore grounded out to shortstop in the 2nd, grounded back to the mound in the 4th. Lines it towards right center. Kalish on the run will make the grab on the run for the 2nd out. That was really on the fly as he hit it over into right center on the liner to make the grab 2 down.
And that ball was also slicing away from Ryan Kalish, too. Got a very good jump on it. And really made the play look kind of easy. There's the jump by Kalish, reaches out and makes the catch as that ball is twisting away from him.
That's the approval of Tim Wakefield. Boy, if that gets by Kalish, that goes a while.
Probably to 420.
Right back into the triangle. Able to cut it off. 2 down. Kochman at second. A swing and a miss. Tuiasa Supu. Well, NESN has a new Facebook page. Visit NESN.com/Facebook and click the like button to get up-to-date sports news and analysis on Facebook, only from NESN. 1-1 missing for ball 2, 2-1.
Do you have a Facebook page, Don? You should have one. You really should, with all the celebrity pictures and all that.
I don't have one. Do you have one?
No.
You really should.
My restaurant does, but I don't.
Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. You know what? I think NESN has a Facebook page for me because I think my mailbag that I do for NESN.com ends up on Facebook. So I think technically I do.
So you really could put up all your pictures with celebrities up on that site.
Tuiasosopo lines it to left, and it's off the glove of Nava. Slips in behind him. Kochman will score. And his second base goes to Tuiasosopo, and the Mariners take a 4-1 lead. It is a double, and Nava on the diving bid appeared to get a glove on it.
All outstretched by Nava, does get the bottom of the glove on it, but that's going to be it, and it rolls to the wall. And another run in here for the Mariners as Tuiasosopo picks up his second hit of the night. Kamalo Hale out to the mound to make the change.
4-1 Mariners, the pitching change from Fenway. Everybody's needed their Dunkin' Donuts coffee here the last couple of days here at Fenway. It's been cool and damp. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. Scott Atkinson is into the game, his 29th appearance. 2-1 record. And sitting at 245 against Atchison. Tim Wakefield done after 5 2/3. Responsible for the runner at second. A little number foul. And it's quickly 0-2. Check swing, it goes around, but may reach. Cash falls down, back by the backstop, fires it down, and it's not in time. Getting stepped on is Victor Martinez, who got cleated. So this didn't go well, as Wilson struck out, but he'll reach at first base, and getting spiked was Martinez.
That play actually ended up a lot closer at first base than I ever anticipated. I didn't think Cash was going to be able to make a throw. Slides, slips, gets up, side-on throw to first base. And safe as Wilson. Victor Martinez trying to switch feet, and then looks like he got his left foot stepped on.
Left foot has already had him injured before, and appears to be all right. First and third, 2 down. And Suzuki standing on the left side as he takes a pitch high. Ichiro reaching on a 2-base error in the first inning, singled Stole a base in the third, grounded out in the fifth. He's scored 2 runs. Two 2-0. Tuiasosopo at third base. Wilson at first base. 2 outs in the inning. Bond dropped down the third baseline and go foul.
It's exactly what Ichiro's trying to do too. Is get a run home. Is get the third baseman back a little bit. You either bunt it down on the line or try to bunt it foul. One of the two. If it goes foul, you get another chance. Right down that third base line, and it's going to spin in foul territory.
Well, Ichiro had an infield hit in the first game, an infield hit tonight in the second game. Leads the majors with 41 infield hits on the year. He has 498 career infield hits, second among active players. And Luis Castillo has more. Yes, he's coming out of that left-handed batter's box, but still amazing how quick he gets out of that box. 2-1 is sliced foul. Always looks like he's on the move in that direction, even in the swing.
Yeah, everything's going forward except his hands. Body moving forward, but the hands staying back.
Welcome to your first Red Sox game. 2-2 is in the dirt. Cash able to gather it. Full count. They had to wait 24 hours to see their first Red Sox game. Of course, this crowd is from last night's game that was postponed here at Fenway Park. Those tickets good for tonight's game. Tuiasosopo at third base. Wilson at first base. 2 down, a run in. Down and in, ball 4. And Ichiro will make his way down to first base. Third time he's been on tonight. First walk served up by Red Sox pitching. It's time now for tonight's AT&T trivia question. Which former Red Sox pitcher appeared as the Mariners starter for their inaugural game back in 1977?
I think I know the answer to that.
Two outs, bases filled with Mariners. And it's strike one to Sean Figgins. Figgins 1 for 6 this year with the bases loaded. On the corner, and Atchison's ahead 0-2. Figgins had a sacrifice bunt back in the first inning. Popped out in the third, grounded out in the fifth. Figgins slaps at it, protecting the plate. A defensive swing, and it hangs at 0-2. Russell Branyan waiting on deck with 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Good spot here for Atchison, trying to keep this a 3-run deficit at the moment. Another foul ball for Figgins. Disappointing year for the Seattle Mariners all the way around, but certainly a disappointing year for Sean Figgins in his first year away from the Angels, first year in a Seattle Mariners uniform. Hughes at foul, still 0-2. So much a part of what Mike Scioscia likes to do on his roster revolved around what Sean Figgins could do.
Played some outfield, played some third base. Over here, a second baseman for the Seattle Mariners.
trying to go up. They do, and Figgins chases. He strikes out to end the inning. A run for the Mariners. 5.5 done, 4-1 Seattle. Four to 1, the Mariners on top of the Red Sox as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Top of the Red Sox order, Marco Scutaro to lead it off. 20-minute wait for Felix Hernandez. Team able to gather another run for him. A 3-run pad for Hernandez. Scutaro is stepping out of the box as that one gets in there for a strike. 1-1. Marco is grounded out to second base, reached on an error, 0 for 2. And Boston, through the first 5 innings, has just 1 hit, being out hit by the Mariners 8-1. That is down and away, and it's 2-1. Back to Hernandez. He'll toss to first for the out. 1 down here in the 6th inning. Introducing Arbor Coat Exterior Stain by Benjamin Moore. Revolutionary waterborne stain that outperforms the best oil-based stains on the market. Find Arbor Coat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer. The pitching line is brought to you by your Boston area Lexus dealers. Felix Hernandez, 5 1/3, 1 hit. The run is unearned. His 80th pitch of the night. And it's J.D. Drew, who has gone 0 for 2, grounding out and striking out. Two 2-0 to Drew. Well, Hernandez, a 19-game winner last year, was 19-5 with a 2.49 earned run average. Last year's Cy Young Award winner, and of course, really kind of a, I don't want to say popular choice, but it became that as the year went on. The story for Zach Greinke, who won the Cy Young, but obviously you could make an argument for Felix Hernandez in so many ways. But 19-5 last year, 2.49 earned run average. He had 34 starts and logged 238 2/3 innings. Drew drives one to deep center field. Gutierrez back, looking up, it is gone. Blast to straightaway center field for J.D. Drew. His 17th home run of the year, and it's now 4-2 Seattle.
Well, J.D. Drew gets in that fastball count, 3 balls and 1 strike, and he will not chase a bad pitch in that situation. Right down the middle of the plate and straight away center field into the bleachers.
So Scott Atchison getting out of a bases-loaded jam in the 6th inning. And the Red Sox now scoring in the bottom half of the inning. During the 2010 Red Sox season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston. For every home run hit by the Red Sox, Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. Drew with his 17th home run of the year. In there for a strike to Victor Martinez. Looking back, is now down 1-2. That was the 14th home run given up by Felix Hernandez on the season, as he misses inside. And it's 2-2. Victor is fouled out, grounded out. 2-2 pitch. Working back, soft liner that'll find its way into right. Victor Martinez aboard with a base hit. Red Sox had just 1 hit through the first 5. They've got back-to-back hits here in the 6th.
A lot of the changeups Hernandez has been throwing to left-handed hitters have been staying inside. And this time it sounds like it breaks the bat of Victor Martinez, but the results are very good. The base hit that's dropped into right field.
So 1 out. Martinez at first base, and here's Big Papi. Grounded out to third base in the 2nd. Hit a fly ball out to left field in the 4th. 0 for 2 on the night. And a swing, a foul tip on a 95-mile-an-hour fastball that was up.
Challenge time. Hernandez going against the power hitter David Ortiz. Fastball away. No contact by Ortiz.
Breaking ball this time, and it's in there for strike 2. It's 0-2. David 0 for 3 in the day portion of the day-night doubleheader. 0 for 2 tonight. And a swing and a miss struck him out. Ortiz retired for the 2nd out of the 6th. 7th strikeout for Felix Hernandez. 2 down.
Well, saw 3 pitches in that at bat: a fastball, a curveball, and then a changeup to put him away.
No 2 down here in the 6th inning. Yamaika Navarro down to the third baseman Lopez. A step and a throw, and the end of the inning. But a home run for J.D. Drew. 4-2 Mariners at the end of 6. Scott Atchison back on the mound for Boston as Russell Branyan leads it off. And takes ball 2-2-0. Branyan grounded out in the first inning and got a run on the ground out. He struck out in the third, doubled in the fifth. There's further action for the Red Sox in the pen. Manny Del Carmen warming up. Atchison getting the final out of the sixth inning. He starts the seventh. There's a strike to Branyan, 3-1. Ball four, and a leadoff walk for Russell Branyan. Second walk allowed by Atchison since coming into the game. Well, it's September 3rd. Follow your favorite athletes off the field to get a glimpse of their big homes and even bigger hearts on the premiere of After the Game, presented by Ace Ticket. Learn more about NESN's newest show at NESN.com/afterthegame. Russell Branyan at first base to get it started here in the seventh inning. Jose Lopez with 2 hits off Tim Wakefield, a double and a single, and has knocked in 2 runs, a 2-for-3 night game. Today was 1-for-4 during the day portion as he takes ball 1. On the ground towards third base. Navarro will go to second base for 1. On to first. Not in time. Able to beat it out as Lopez. They do erase the lead runner in Branyan. 5-4 in the force out for the first out of the inning.
Nice job there by Navarro getting the ball quickly to Lowry to give him a chance to make it that close at first base. Lowry with the over-the-top throw this time. Very close play, but Lopez beats it out. Navarro played a lot of third base during spring training for the Red Sox.
One down, Lopez at first base, and Franklin Gutierrez the batter. He is 0-for-3 in the game. Gutierrez is grounded out twice, flied out. That's with 1 out, a runner at first here in the seventh inning. There goes Lopez. Here's a ground ball to shortstop. Scudero has only 1 play. It's at first because they started the runner. And Lopez takes second with now 2 down in the inning. Well, Dunkin' Donuts is in its 11th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations in the Dunkin' Dugout. Special seating section at Fenway Park. Thousands of children have had the chance to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts.
And we'd like to thank Dunkin' Donuts for doubling up today on this day-night doubleheader. Coffee in the first game with some donuts. Same thing here tonight. Sandwiches also this afternoon.
Two down here in the seventh as Lopez is at second base. They will not deal with Casey Kochman. Instead, they'll take their chances with Adam Moore as they're going to intentionally walk Kochman. Marlo Hale at the helm. Terry Francona ejected from the game earlier. It's time now for the answer to tonight's AT&T trivia question. Which former Red Sox pitcher appeared as the Mariners starter for their inaugural game in 1977? And the answer is Diego Segui. Diego pitched for the Red Sox in 1974-1975 before going 8-13 with a 4.32 ERA. In the Mariners' inaugural game, he took a 7-0 loss, allowing 6 runs in 3 2/3 innings. The California Angels and their leadoff man, Jerry Remy, went 0-for-3 with a walk. But you did have 2 stolen bases and a run scored against Diego Segui.
I think I walked in the first at bat at the Kingdome as it opened, and I stole second, stole third, and scored on a ground ball to the infield. Every time we go to Seattle, it's always mentioned. First batter to ever hit in the Kingdome against Diego Segui, their opening day starter that their first year in existence. Seattle and Toronto coming in the same year.
Did you like the Kingdome?
I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it.
Yeah,
had the turf. In those days, the hard turf, too.
Swing and a miss. Moore is down 1-2. Two on, two down here for the Mariners in the 7th inning. Hutchinson trying to keep this a 2-run deficit. Moore chops one to short. Scooter flip to second. The 4-out ends the top of the 7th inning. 7th inning stretch in game 2. It's 4-2 Mariners. Bottom of the 7th inning back at Fenway Park, 4-2. The Mariners on top of the Red Sox as 6, 7, and 8 will come to bat here in the 7th inning and try their luck against Felix Hernandez. Starts with Daniel Nava, who tonight is 0 for 2. He has struck out looking and struck out swinging. That's a high fly ball to left field. Tuiasa Sopo is back a few steps, makes a catch shy of the track for the first down of the inning. It's time for a game break, and Tom Karen, TC. Okay, Tom, thanks very much. The Blue Jays continue to play long ball.
Yeah, continue to do what they do, hit home runs.
One out of the inning for Jed Lowry. He'll take strike one. Lowry's 0 for 2. He is flat out to the warning track in center field, and then last time up, grounded out to the second baseman, Sean Figgins. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Curveball this time from Hernandez to quickly get ahead of Jed Lowry. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Just off the outside edge, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strikes out Jed Lowry. 8th strikeout for Felix Hernandez, and there's 2 down here in the 7th.
Well, he knew exactly what pitch he wanted to throw. He shook off a couple. He goes with the slider down and in. That blind spot for a left-handed hitter. The breaking ball in and off the plate.
Red Sox baseball in Nesson is brought to you by Eastern Bank, awarded highest customer satisfaction in retail banking in the New England region by J.D. Power and Associates. The 100th pitch of the night for Felix Hernandez. It's ball 1 to Ryan Kalish. It was one of only 3 hits that the Red Sox have in the game tonight. Kalish doubled in the 3rd.
Now, these conditions we're having right now, the best we've had in quite some time. No rain falling.
Best of the series. Did he go? No. So there's Vic Carapazza, the third base umpire.
Coming up Friday, it's Olympia Sports presents the Boston Globe Red Sox Game Day Live with TC and Eck. The Sox head to Tampa for a pivotal 3-game series with the Rays. Tune in for a preview Friday at 6 only on Nesson.
Tap foul, hanging tough as Kalish, 2-2. 4 in a row retired by Hernandez. On deck, Kevin Cash. Red Sox batting in the 7th. And a foul ball for Kalish. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat for Ryan Kalish. 2 outs here in the 7th inning, battling Felix Hernandez. Popped up, went around the mound. Hernandez wants it. Now he's going to give way. Lopez makes the play. Hernandez almost hurt himself on the rubber. 4-2 Mariners.
Keep you on the edge of your seat. Coming on September 17th at 7:30 p.m. in the MGM Grand Theater.
It is the 8th inning back at Fenway Park. The Mariners holding on to a 4-2 advantage. The pitcher for the Red Sox, third of the night, Manny Del Carmen, his 48th appearance of the year, 3-2, with a 4.78 earned run average. Sitting at 2-1 against Del Carmen. Scott Atchison went an inning and a third, no hits, no runs. He walked 3, one intentionally. Struck out a batter, had a big strikeout. The bases loaded in the 6th inning. Tuiasa Sopo leading it off here in the 8th. And it is in there for strike 1. Felix Dubront in the pen for the Red Sox. As Del Carmen starts this 8th inning. Flare to right. Drew coming in, got a good break into the slide, can't make the catch. It's behind him, and Tuiasa Sopo will return to the bag at first. It's a single to right to begin things in the 8th. Let's check in with your need to know with Nesson Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial. Here's Jade and Yuri. Okay, back here at Fenway Park with John Farrell making a visit to the mound to talk to Manny Del Carmen. This runner at first with nobody out here for the Mariners, trying to add on to their 2-run advantage.
We'll see here if they go to the bunt with the number 9 hitter at the plate, try to get another man in scoring position.
Wilson double in the 3rd inning. Flied out in the 4th. Struck out but reached. A wild pitch in the 6th inning. Takes ball 1. Check swing grounder down the first baseline. Victor kind of fell down. But he'll apply the tag. So while they weren't bunting, it sort of worked that way, because taking second base is Tuiasa Sopo in the end.
And that ball took a very strange hop on Victor Martinez at first base. Watch this bounce as it goes back to his throwing hand. He has to make the play in the bare hand, then go tag Wilson. But yes, you're right, Don. Just effective as a sacrifice bunt. Look at that ball change direction.
So 1 out, runner at second base. They will intentionally walk Ichiro now at first base open. Take their chances with Sean Figgins. And with the left-hander Dubront in the pen. As Del Carmen intentionally walking Ichiro. Walks for the 2nd time tonight, first time of the intentional variety. It'll be the 4th time that he's been on base.
After the game, it's WB Mason Extra Innings Live with Tom Caron and Peter Gammons. They'll break down Tim Wakefield's first start since July 20th. That and much more after the game on WB Mason Extra Innings Live.
And Del Carmen will face Figgins with 1 out, 1st and 2nd. Figgins against Del Carmen, 1 for 3 in his career. Sends one towards shortstop. Scudero has trouble getting it out of the glove. Well, he does get the lead man at Ichiro at second base. or the second out, or the middleman, I should say. Taking third is Tuiasa Sopo.
Yeah, the direction that Scudero is going in to his right, that double pump. Even without the double pump, I doubt they would be doubling up Figgins at first base.
Well, DeMarlo Hale out to make the change here. First and third, 2 down in the 8th. Felix Dubron coming in. Four to two, the Mariners on top of the Red Sox here with 2 outs in the top half of the 8th inning. Red Sox move on to their 4th pitcher of the night, Felix Dubron. His 10th appearance, 2-2 with a 4.09 earned run average, 273 opponent batting average. Russell Branyan, the batter, first and third for Seattle. And it's a pitch high for ball 1. Branyan has been on twice, a double and a walk. He has driven in a run. Tuiasa Sopo at third base. Sean Figgins at first base. And it's ball 2, 2-0. Both Bard and Papelbon pitched in game 1 today. Papelbon getting the save as the Red Sox took game 1 5-3. This one fouled off, 2-1. Ron now has made 7 relief appearances since being called back up on August the 6th. His longest one, 2 scoreless frames on Sunday against Toronto. Longest career relief outing. 2-1 fouled off. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Russell Branyan. 2 outs, first and third for Seattle. Branyan strikes out. DeBron ends up getting it. And that's things in the top of the 8th. Score remains 4-2 Seattle.
last half of the 8th inning. Bill Hall pinch hitting and fouling it off.
You right there, partner?
I think so.
Run pipe?
I'm okay, yeah. Bill Hall pinch hitting at 241. The pitch hits for Kevin Cash to begin the 8th. The 1 pitch is in there for strike 2, and it's 0-2. Felix Hernandez. And 108 as he works here in the 8th inning. There is action behind him. The former Blue Jay Brandon League up in the pen. Ball fouls it off. Hangs at 0-2. Be followed by Scudero and Drew in the inning. Well, thank you to the Halfway Cafe for their generous food delivery to some of Nesson's charitable partners and crew. Head to one of their 7 locations for dollar dogs at the bar during every Red Sox game. We had it last night before the game was postponed. It was outstanding. We thank them very much. It's one of those grounded foul outside of third. I would recommend the turkey tips. Hernandez at 110 now. It's his average. His high is 128. The 0-2 to Hall. Hot shot that's quickly by Lopez. Rockets into the corner. Hall heads for second base. He'll get there with a double to start things in the 8th. Nice at bat for Hall. Got down on the count and has got himself a pinch hit double.
Got himself a slider, it looked like, from Hernandez, and ripped it right by Jose Lopez down to third base. That ball just exploded at the glove of Lopez. Gets by him, and Hall now in scoring position at second base.
Marco Scudero 0 for 3 in the game. He has grounded out, reached on an error, grounded out again. Takes strike 1 from Hernandez. Down and away, 1-1. In the victory against New York last time out, 117 pitches for Felix Hernandez. Mentioned 128 is the most. That was in a win against San Diego in an 8 2/3 inning effort. A pinch hit double for Hall to begin the 8th. 1-1 count to Marco Scudero. There's strike 2, and it's 1-2. The center fielder Franklin Gutierrez, step or 2 towards right center. Over the gap out there in left center field for Scudero. Two and 2. Scudero now. Drew on deck. Hall at second base with nobody out in the 8th. Scudero down on strikes for the first out of the 8th inning. 9 Ks for Hernandez.
Has so many weapons he can go to when he needs it. Here he goes with the changeup to pick up the strikeout against Scudero. After the game tonight, it's Granite City Electric Red Sox final with Tom Caron and Peter Gammon to look ahead to an important series against the Rays this weekend. Catch it after the game only on Nesson.
1 out in the 8th. J.D. Drew. A long home run to straightaway center field off the right-hander Felix Hernandez. Back in the 6th inning for J.D., his 17th of the year. As he takes ball 1. strike, and it's 1-1.
The Amica Pitch Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance is not just how you're covered, it's how you're treated. And J.D. Drew's home run, a fastball right down the middle of the plate. Just a little bit up in the zone, and J.D. takes it to center field.
All 2-1. Red Sox 0 for 5 tonight with runners in scoring position. Have Hall at second base with 1 out. And Hernandez falling behind now 2-1. Rose Earn, former pitcher for the Red Sox, David Ardsman in the pen. That'll drop in there for strike 2, 2-2. Back-to-back curveballs from Hernandez.
Remember, it was a fastball Drew hit out. He's got a lot of breaking balls in this at-bat.
In the dirt, down and in, full count. Advance for Hall, gloved by Adam Moore, the catcher. Victor Martinez on deck, 1 out in the 8th. And this Fenway crowd energized as the Red Sox try to get to Felix Hernandez. Ball 4, Drew's aboard. Down to first base with just the first free pass served up by Hernandez. Hernandez is going to be coming out of this game
and doesn't like it at all.
No. So the pitching change from Fenway Park with 1 out in the 8th, 4-2 Seattle.
Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Foxwoods.
Felix Hernandez done after 7 1/3 innings, responsible for the 2 men on. 4-2. Mariners have the lead, and he's got to leave it up to the bullpen. Victor Martinez standing in with 2 on. Sends one down the left field line. This is headed towards the corner, and a foul ball. Just foul, and very little foul ground down there to find, but Victor did.
That ball just keeps slicing away, and just in foul territory against the garage door.
Felix Hernandez sees Darren Brown, his manager, coming to get him. After the walk of J.D. Drew, the end of the night for Hernandez.
Didn't look like a guy they wanted to come out of the game.
No. And you can understand why. Bullpen has not been kind to him. Brandon League is the new pitcher, 2 on, 1 out. 0-1 to Victor Martinez. He is outside 1-1. League's 57th appearance, 8-6, 2.84 earned run average. And it's hitting at .230 against the former Toronto Blue Jay. 14 1/3 consecutive innings without giving up an earned run. He inherits 2 here as this one is fouled off, 1-2. 2 for 4 for Victor Martinez against Brandon League, and that includes a home run. Is Bill Hall at second base, J.D. Drew at first base, and 1 out. Sox down by 2. On the ground to first base, Kochman won't play at second, he thought, so he flips to first for the shore out. He took a look. Wilson was there, but didn't go there.
Yeah, I don't know if he had a good grip on the baseball, Don, because he certainly had time to go to second base to get that lead man. That's very important. That's a tying run. But I don't think he had a good grip on the baseball. So that's when he decided to go to first base to get the out. You see right there, he just didn't have a good grip on it, so he had no choice but to go to first base. So that's a break.
So now the tying run is in scoring position, second and third in a big spot for David Ortiz. 0 for 3 in the game tonight. 3 for 10 in his career against League. As Big Papi takes ball 1 away. The pinch hitter has come out on deck. It is Mike Lowell who would bat for Yamaiko Navarro. If we get that far, there are 2 outs in the inning. The 1-0. Ortiz to left. Tuyasa Sopo is back to make the catch shy of the track. That ends the threat. The Red Sox strand a pair, 4-2 Seattle. Summary is brought to you by Xfinity. Jose Lopez has had a good day today, including 2 hits. This single will drive in a pair in the 3rd inning, with the Seattle Mariners on top 3-0 at the time. Red Sox trailing in the game when J.D. Drew able to get a home run, solo shot to straightaway center field, his 17th of the year, to make it 4-2. And that is the score as we head here to the top half of the ninth inning. Felix Dubron back on the mound for Boston. There's strike one over the outside corner to Jose Lopez, who leads it off here for Seattle in the ninth. Changes for Boston. Bill Hall staying in the game at second base. Jed Lowry moving from second to first. And now doing the catching is Victor Martinez, as Hall had pinch hit for Kevin Cash, who started the game as the catcher. Victor caught today for the Red Sox in game one of the day-night doubleheader. This one bouncing in, 2-1. Tim Wakefield is on the hook for this game for the Red Sox. He made the spot start tonight. They've been 5 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. He didn't walk anybody, struck out 2. 95 pitches in the spot start. That started since July the 20th. Going away, 3-1. Balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. There's Franklin Gutierrez waiting on deck, followed by Casey Kochman here in the top half of the ninth inning. All 4, and Dubron walks the lead runner here in the ninth inning. Join Jade McCarthy and Yuri Behringer tonight at 11 for Nesson Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial, a show for serious sports fans. Leadoff walk allowed by Dubron to Jose Lopez. Franklin Gutierrez coming up. Nobody warming right now in the Red Sox pen, but it looks like there's going to be. Bowden getting ready. There's strike one to Gutierrez. Ball came into the game in the 8th inning, struck out Russell Branyan with runners at first and third. Able to get out of that jam in the 8th, and runners stranding 2. They've had plenty of chances. With 11 men on base. High fly ball to left field. Nava back there now comes in. Now gives way to Kalish, who makes the catch to his left for the first out of the inning. It's time now for a look at the road ahead, brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Friday in the series opener against Tampa, it'll be John Lester taking them out for the Red Sox. Lester will be looking for better results than he had in his last outing. He gave up 9 earned runs and 3 home runs in only 2 innings against the Toronto Blue Jays. Walk for Lopez to begin the inning. Gutierrez flat out to center. Now Casey Kochman waiting on an 0-1. Swing and miss, 0-2. Kochman has grounded out on 2 occasions, doubled, scored, and last time up was walked intentionally. Red Sox infield, a double play depth with 1 out. The 0-1 pitch to Kochman. To third base. Navarro to second for 1. On to first off the mark. And having trouble getting the ball out of his glove was Hall. At second base, they're unable to get Kochman at first, but 2 down.
Yeah, Bill Hall didn't look like he really had good balance at second base on that relay throw. And the throw pulls the first baseman, Jed Lowry, off the bag. You're right, Don. A little trouble getting it out of his glove, and that threw his timing way off.
So Kochman at first, 2 down. Adam Moore, the batter. Catcher who's 0 for 4 in the game. Line down the right field line, foul into the seats. A reminder to stay with us after the game for WB Mason's Extra Innings Live. Complete post-game coverage is coming up. Tom Caron and Peter Gammons wrapping up the day here at Fenway Park. Red Sox winning game 1 today, 5-3. Trying to come from behind in game 2, trailing 4-2 with the Mariners batting in the 9th. Swing and a miss, elevated at 92, and it's 0-2 to Adam Moore. One and 2 to Moore. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th inning. Navarro's scheduled to lead off. I saw Mike Lowell come out. He was going to bat for Navarro last inning. Daniel Nava, Jed Lowry, as it is 5, 6, and 7 scheduled for Boston in the bottom of the 9th. 1-2. Strike 3 call. Dubrock works his way around the leadoff walk. We hit for the bottom of the 9th. 4-2 Seattle. FWF Showrooms, Frank Webb's Bath Centers for friendly, experienced guidance. Find your showroom at frankwebb.com. Bottom of the 9th inning at Fenway Park, 4-2. Mariners on top of the Red Sox. Mike Lowell pinch hitting for Yamaiko Navarro here in the 9th. It is Brandon League who returns to the hill. With the final 2 outs of the 8th, back on for the 9th. Arnsma, who is 8 out of his last 9 and save opportunities, not even warming in the pen. So it is League on for the 9th. The check swing. On a 97-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's 1-1. As a pinch hitter, Mike has gone 4 for 9. Daniel Nava, Jed Lowry anticipated in the inning. Low down the left field line. This will get on and one off the wall. Mike with a very long single, but the Red Sox will bring the tying run to the plate in the ninth.
Now Lowell really cleans out an inside fastball, able to get the hands inside the baseball and hook it down that left field line for the long single.
Lead runner on for Boston. Brandon League, a stretch of 14 1/3 consecutive innings without allowing an earned run. As I mentioned, get out of that 2-on, 1-out situation in the 8th as he inherited 2 runners. He's got Lowell at first, Nava standing in. There is ball 1. Nava struck out twice, flied out to left, 0 for 3 in the game. Down and in, 2-0. Don't forget, after the game, to stay with us for Granite City Electric Red Sox Finals coming up from our Nesson HD Television Center. Lowell pinch hitting, singling to begin the 9th inning. Red Sox trailing by 2 runs. And Daniel Nava ahead 2-0. Nava hits a ground ball to second base. Figgins to second for 1, on to first for 2. And there are quickly 2 outs in the 9th.
The ball hit pretty well by Nava, but right at Sean Figgins at second base, and ends up being a pretty easy 4-6-3 double play. Nobody had to rush Figgins or Josh Wilson.
Two down in the 9th, and Jed Lowry will now have a chance with the bases empty. Who takes ball 1 from Brandon Lee. Lee wanted it, but it is ball 2, 2-0. Felix Hernandez going the first 7 1/3 tonight. 2 runs, 1 earned, but 9 strikeouts. Lowry hits a fly ball down the left field line. Tuiasa Sopo over to make the catch, and the Mariners win the nightcap. Always hard in a day-night doubleheader to get both games, and the Red Sox cannot tonight after winning today. And Jerry, tonight the Red Sox, for the most part of this game, running into Felix Hernandez.
Yeah, and you know, one of the best pitchers in the league, as we talked about, Felix Hernandez, and he was just about that tonight. The Red Sox did scrape a couple of runs off him, a J.D. Drew home run, but for the most part, Hernandez was very good in this ball game. Play of the game is brought to you by Aspen Dental. Let us help you find your smile, and we're going to go with Felix Hernandez. We'll look at a couple of his strikeouts in this ball game. But he was dominating. He had control of all of his pitches in this ball game and made it very, very tough on the Red Sox tonight.
So the final score again is 4-2. The Mariners win the nightcap. Back with more.